Hello everyone, welcome to the bench. This is December, no it's not, it's November, still November. I was getting confused then. This is a bench update of everything that I've been up to in November, roughly, kind of, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be what I've been building for both personal and e-models, and the group build that we're doing that I'm part of over on Models for Heroes for the Saturday night game. And oh yes, and I might have brought some new kits. Well, I've bought 3, so I'll show you what I've bought as well. It could have been up to 4, but I've run out of pennies. Yes. Anyway, that's another story. So, without further ado, anyway, I hope all are well that are watching. Welcome. If you've not been here before, yet this is my little corner of madness, chaos, mayhem, and everything else. So, yes, here we go then. So the first one I got was this little one. Well, it's not so little. It's the Lotus Super 7 Series 2. Kit number is 24357. And yeah, it's got photo edge. Yeah, I do have plans for this, but for now I is keeping them under wraps, so you'll just have to think about what I might be doing. Suffice to say, most of my time has been spent watching Japanese car builders, so there is a clue. Although I'm not going to go to their extreme, I've seen 1 or 2 ideas that I would like to have a go at. Yeah, and we'll leave it at that. So that's that one. I will do some inbox reviews. Well, not inbox reviews, I should just do what's in the box. So I will open up the box and we can have a look inside and so on and so forth. But this is just a what have I bought. So that's that one. The next one is another Lotus, the Lotus Europa Special. Not photo etched again. Oh dear. What could possibly go wrong? Again, I've got some ideas what I'd like to do with this one. Yes, it does involve copying a few Japanese builders that I've seen, although I am not going to go to the extremes that they did. They are just in a league of their own, but it's fascinating to watch them. So yes, but I will also do a what's in box for this one at some point. Last and by no means least, we got this one. Now it was a flip of a coin really, because it was either this one or it was going to be the Tamiya 124th Ford Mustang, which I might be getting sooner than I think because it's payday soon, and yeah. So again, I will do a what's in the box. I'm not going to do the box cover colour. I am going to go for the off-white, because the videos that I've seen of people doing this, everybody has done this colour, and I think it would be interesting just to do something a little bit different. I think this one is devoid of photo etch. Yay! So next up is what have I been doing for e-models? Well, I've been doing this little truck. It's the where's the so it is the Mini Art tow truck AA type 135th. And the kit number is 35351. This is what I'm going for, but I'm kind of going for a bit more of a slightly more weathered, beaten up kind of look to it. And if I actually clear that off, I can put it on the little turntable and I can turn it round and you can have a better look at it. Organisational skills. Come on, Dave. Really? It's not difficult. Right, put those over there. Throw those in the bin. Put that on there. Right. Hopefully, could do with a bit of light. Hold on, wait a minute. Light's coming. Yeah. Lighting department failed again. So there we go. So this is where we are. I've got the doors to redo paint wise, and the roof has still got to be done, but it's getting there. There's a couple of more bits to go on the chain. I just wanted to make sure that it was going to be the right length. I'll put a tarpaulin in just to cover up one of the drums, just to be a little bit different. Yeah, I've still got to paint and weather that. But as you can see, it's mini art. It's a lovely, lovely kit. So if you want to build one of these, go over to eModels, go find it on their website, put it in your basket, get to the checkout, and when you've paid them, they'll send it you. Because these, it's good kit, like it, got, yeah, different, proper nice. So that's that one. Now, as you all know, I have been quietly, he says, I have been quietly building a motorbike. And we had a little bit of a, how can I put this? We had a bit of a moment on the petrol tank. The reason for the silver line, reasonably focused. Yeah. The reason for the line, or the silver line, is quite simply, as I was doing some polishing work on this, I got a bit heavy-handed and I went straight through the clear coat, through the paint, through the primer, and straight down to the tank. And I thought, and it's right in a prominent point where it will stick out like a blind cobbler's thumb, you know. So that's the reason why we've got the line down there, is to hopefully hide it and kind of disguise it a little bit. I'm thinking I might actually get my pointer. I might actually get, I think there's a dark or grey Uni-Posca pen. I think I might get that and just do a couple of lines on either side, just to, well, I don't know, not quite sure all the words, but just, it looks a little bit lonely on its own, so we need something else there. Well, I think we do. So that's for the tank. Let's get the rest of the kit out of the box. So we've got quite a bit of it together, and it is he's starting to get there. Pipes, or piping, he's going every which way, but we're getting there. Still a fair way to go yet, but we're getting there. And yeah, it's a bike, so it's kind of, to be fair and to be honest with you, bike building is not something I do very often. I think that's probably what my third ever bike kit that I've made, or started anyway. It's another tea. Right, now, next up is what I'm calling the Purple Peril, and you'll see why, because in comes the body shell. So let's put that over there. So we've got that. I need to do the clear coat to go over the top of it, and then do the black rubber around the window sills and the door sills. So that's got to be. It's my own mix. I can't find my notebook now, but it's I'll have to get my notebook. I can't remember what the ratios were. Pound it. We will. I've got a little notebook and I'll write it down, see, because I don't forget. Right. So right, the colours that I used is X16, and it was 30 drops of X16 to 20 drops of X27 and 3 drops of X11 chrome silver, mixed up and sprayed on around about 15 to 18 psi. I've done, I think it's about five or six coats of paint on it. So that is that. Now the other thing that we are doing on this is we are doing carbon fibre decaling on the rear spoiler assembly, and this one we need to do the trim up, and we also need to do the outside. It's slow progress. I learnt the lesson when doing this one because I did both sides, and yeah, it's all right. It's okay. I'm happy with it, but it was a bit. Yeah, I had to be a bit careful, and I thought, right, next time I'll do one side, leave it, trim it, and then I'll do this side, and then we'll get this done. I'm not doing the underneath because the underneath will be stuck onto the car. So that's that. The internal tub is on its way. I've got to spray some more field blue for the rear on there. The underside of the chassis is coming along. Yeah, I've done my own take on an end pipe. It's all this is some bits taken from a telescopic aerial of an old transistor radio and cut down and stuck on. I haven't painted finished up this side yet. So yeah, that one's coming along a treat. That's very enjoyable. I do like putting a car together. Now, over on Models for Heroes, we are all doing a group build of civilian vehicles. Now, civilian vehicles, that could be a car, could be a bike, a bus, truck, and I've gone for one of the Italieri trucks. It is, I won't bring the box in because the box is quite large, but it is the Mercedes-Benz Actros MP4 cab unit. And we've started to do a little bit of extra detail work because this is a rather large engine. In actual fact, it is massive. So I'm going to try and put some more detail in around here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure how. And then I've got loads of stuff to do on this side, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. So this is slowly do bits and pieces at a time. We've got the chassis all built up, and it's going to be a bit of a beast, as you can tell. Hang on, let's see if I get me rule. So the chassis front to back is about 10 inches in Old Bunny. Yeah, about 10 inches. So it's a bit of a beastie, as they say. Yeah, so we've got a bit more detail work to do on here. There's probably going to be some more detail work that I should do on here, but I need to do research and study photographs and see what I can get away with and what's going to be visible and what's not going to be visible. So yeah, it's a great bit of fun, and it's a fair old build to be working on. So I've done e-models, I've done the group build, I've done the 2 builds that I'm doing, and I've shown you the new kits that I bought. I've not bought any new toys, as in tools. It's just some kits. Yeah, like I say, I'm probably going to end up buying the Tamiya Ford Mustang GT. Yeah, I think that's probably a foregone conclusion. And I think that's it. But I need to get some more Uni-Posca pens, a grey one or a dark grey, I think. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. So I think what I shall do is I shall bring this to a close and simply say thank you very much for watching. As always, stay safe, keep well, and I will see you in the next one.